Arsenal 5. You hear me out? Arsenal 5. Sheffield 0. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun onto this channel, and this is the match reaction after the game of football has been played for 90 minutes and the referee added more 10 to make it 100 minutes game played. And Nketiah has gone ahead to bag himself a hat-trick for the club of Arsenal. Then Tomiyasu on the score sheet, and Fabio Vieira scoring a penalty that saw Arsenal obviously win this game comfortably by 5 goals to nil. I remember I called in for a 3-1 win. Others called in for 6 goals yesterday on the fan prediction show, and finally it has been 5-0 for the side of Arsenal versus Sheffield. And Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously go on to close on to Tottenham Hotspur by coming in through and obviously scoring these 5 goals. And they're now having 23 points, and sorry, they're having 24 points. That is Arsenal. I'm sorry. Arsenal has gone ahead to really hit 24 points into the season, and they're having a goal difference of 15. So smash the like button, comment and share. Let's see close to 300 likes smash on this video as we congratulate Arsenal upon their well-deserved win. People will not understand why Arsenal should jubilate this win. Do you know why? Because some people don't know the gimmicks behind a team really leading and obviously scoring that number of goals. Arsenal has been a team that has been let down so much by the goal difference this time round, and I think for the very first time in the league they've gone ahead to score 5 goals at Emirates, in the Premier League, because the most number of goals they've gone ahead to score in the league, I think it 3, 3 against Manchester United, which other team, but this time around they've gone ahead to really run riot, and they've gone ahead to hit this side by 5 goals to nil. What a way for us not obviously coming through and really clinch the second spot. And when you look at Nketiah scoring a hat-trick today, is really one of those breathtaking moments that everyone will obviously want to bow for the man, bow for the guy, because he really deserves it all. He has gone ahead to put in lots and lots of efforts, and finally they've gone ahead to obviously pay off, and that is none other than Nketiah. When you look at Nketiah this season, he has found himself in a situation of really putting in 5 goals in the league. That is it. 5 goals, and they give him zero assists. That is Nketiah for you. And in the FL Cup, he's having on assists. Now, if he's having 5 goals in the league with 10 games played, I really feel that people who really believe that it's not that Arsenal should go ahead and really sign in a number 9 should obviously get to know what I obviously tell them. I've always told you that Arsenal doesn't need a number 9. What Arsenal need to do is to increase their creativity in the final third, such that they find out or they look out for their center forward. That is it, and that's what they're supposed to do. Nothing else should Arsenal do. Arsenal should just do one thing: create chances, like you saw today. Nketiah getting the first goal, coming in from getting the first goal and us coming in from Declan Rice, Then later he got in a corner kick, and it found him in his vicinity and obviously hit the back of the net. Then he got a ball from Emily Smith-Rowe and he struck it well into the back of the net to make it 3. That is it. Simple business. Simple business. First goal, his first touch was really exquisite, and it obviously sent him to where he deserves to be as a player. So I don't really understand why people come out and really stop us, from really telling them that Arsenal doesn't need a number 9. Now, if you really want Arsenal to score you goals, or your number 9 to score you goals, first and foremost, you have to be creating those chances. Now, at Manchester City, any number 9 can thrive there. That is it. And for Gabriel Jesus at Man City wasn't a number 9. He was played as a left and right forward most times. So he has gone ahead to come in through and obviously win that game, and is obviously doing great. Right now, Jude Bellingham has just gone ahead to score a second goal against Barcelona, and it's 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid, and 4 minutes are really added, and it's obviously coming to end of the game, and Jude Bellingham has gone ahead to get himself a brace. That's a by the way that you guys needed to know what you're going to watch in this video. But I was still telling you about Nketiah that if I told you want to blame your number 9, don't blame him before. Hear me out. don't blame your number 9 before you look at the number of chances you create for him. If you create him minimal chances, don't expect him to obviously get you those goals that you want. Now, if you get him those chances in the box, like 3 every game, then those goals will come in through. So it has been shown to you that Nketiah is obviously scoring a hat-trick, has walked away his ball, and I liked the scenario and the way Bukayo Saka went ahead to offer that ball to him, right? It was really good, and it looked like a game at the start that it was not going to be a game of very many goals. We thought it was going to rain, but it won't pour. But finally, it rained and then poured at the Emirates. 5-0 is really one of those unacceptable results, especially at Sheffield. And I told you that Sheffield is coming at the Emirates, and this is an environment that Arsenal wants, and big kudos to the manager of Arsenal, that is Nketiah Hattrick, who has gone ahead to make some huge changes. He has gone ahead to make huge changes. He brought in Jakub Kiwior, Zinchenko. He brought in Emile Smith-Rowe, Kai Havertz, and Nketiah. Five people that never said the game of Sevilla were brought in and obviously played this game, and they went ahead to obviously play very well. If I looked at how Arsenal really played, they really played one of their best games of the season, according to me, and the way they knocked down that ball around was really great. Emile Smith-Rowe to me was the highlight of the day, and I think this is the happiest moment for Emile Smith-Rowe, getting in his close to 90 minutes before he was taken off ever in a Premier League game. I think this is his first ever Premier League start in a very, very long time for the club of Arsenal. And he saw to it that he went ahead and created an assist for the 3rd goal. It shows you exactly that he is really coming to where he deserves to be. And I think Arteta is going to obviously start Emile Smith-Rowe in the game Arsenal is going to play against West Ham in the midweek. That is it, because you need him to obviously stabilize and give himself confidence that every time I perform well, I'm going to be given more minutes. So Arteta rested Martin Odegaard tonight. Gabriel Jesus was in the stands, and I liked his way of celebrating. The goal every time Nketiah went ahead to score. You need to support one another. That is it. And you're going to hear some Arsenal fans saying Nketiah is better than Jesus, but Jesus has gone ahead to lift Arsenal, even in the big games, like the game of Sevilla. He single-handedly won it for Arsenal, but I'm not downpowering the efforts of Nketiah, but has gone ahead to do the needful. So Arteta has gotten everything right today, and I don't know how. I'm obviously going to throw in those player ratings because I believe it's really one of those moments that everyone should really look at and really understand that Arsenal is now a different team altogether. Last season, Arsenal couldn't make 5 changes. When they are not forced. This time they are deliberate. Arteta just needed to make those 5 changes to see how these players are going to move on. But when he used to make those changes last season, it was because of injury. But Arsenal is not having Tomiyasu. Sorry, Arsenal is not having Thomas Partey, Julian Timber, and Gabriel Jesus. Those are 3. Those are the 3 first injuries. Now, for Martin Odegaard, they wanted to rest him because he was not performing as per his average. Gabriel Magalhaes, he deserved a rest. Who else deserved the rest? Who else? I think those are the players that really deserve the rest. But the others were rested because he just wanted to rotate, Tomiyasu has also been rested, So that's good for Arsenal that now there are games that Arsenal can obviously know that against Sheffield we can come in through and obviously bring in our team. I told you that the second string side of Arsenal can beat Tottenham, can beat West Ham, and can beat Sheffield, and you're going to hate to see today, and it's going to continue. But this man, Nketiah, is really, really on fire, and I think he's firing in all cylinders. And this is what I told you, that if you think Arsenal needs a number 9, that's not it, because all you need is simple: get in players in plenty that are obviously going to score you 15 goals, 20 goals. If you have like 4 players who can get you 100 goals in a Premier League season, clinching the trophy is a done business. That is it. Fabio Vieira came on through and obviously scored one of the goals. It was a penalty, was brought down in the box, but the big penalty was when Nketiah was brought down and the referee just went ahead not to point onto the spot, and even VAR never went ahead to obviously intervene. Yet the intervention of VAR was needed badly at that moment. Tomiyasu goes ahead to score a goal today, and it was really a brilliant goal, meaning that Arsenal have gone ahead to score 2 goals from set pieces. That is really great of Arsenal. And Nketiah won from the set piece, that is a corner kick, and Tomiyasu won from the corner kick to make it 5. That is really beautiful of Arsenal, and we are just here to discuss positivities about this game of football, because it's really one of those games that builds back the confidence of Arsenal. After drawing with Chelsea, what a way to return back home and obviously take us to where we deserve to be as with the football fans. And for the fans of Arsenal, hope you guys are obviously really celebrating. 13 shots of Arsenal. Sheffield had 2 shots. 8 shots on target. 8 shots on targets, right? By Arsenal. That's what I tell you, that if I really want to score very many goals, it is simple mathematics. Just put half of the balls, all half of the shots you've had in the entire game on target, and the rest will be history. That is it. Then for Sheffield, they had 0 shots on target. Arsenal went ahead to keep a clean sheet. I'm going to talk about it. 68% ball possession by Arsenal, 32% ball possession by Sheffield, 661 passes completed by Arsenal, 322 passes completed by Sheffield, 90% passing accuracy by Arsenal, 74% passing accuracy by Sheffield. Then 9 fouls by Arsenal and 13 fouls by Sheffield. 0 yellow cards to Arsenal, 3 to Sheffield. 0 red cards to both sides. 1 offside. 1 offside to Arsenal and 1 offside to Sheffield. 6 corners to Arsenal and 1 corner to Sheffield. We go to the Premier League table and see how things obviously panning out right now. Tottenham Hotspur is seated on top of the Premier League table with 26 points, 10 games played. They've gone ahead to score. They've gone ahead to have a goal difference of 13. And Arsenal, 10 games played. They've gone ahead to really have a goal difference of 15, and they're having 24 points. Now, this is where you should look at 13, 15. In the match day live, before this game started, I hinted about Arsenal scoring very many goals. You know, if Arsenal do score very many goals, they've gone ahead to do today, it's going to help them in very many ways, especially Spurs playing against Chelsea. If Spurs draw with Chelsea next weekend and Arsenal win their game, Arsenal will be on the same points with Spurs, 27 points, and Arsenal will go on top because they'll be having more goals. That is it. So that's the importance of Arsenal scoring 5 goals today. It has been very important. Man City is playing tomorrow against Man United, and they are 21 points. And as a fan of Man United, I believe we are going to shock the world with the result against Man City. I know people are not going to give us a chance, but I believe things are going to go on well on the side of Man United. 20 points for the side of Liverpool, right? And we are going to see these teams really play later into the game. So that is how the table is obviously standing. And let me hint a little bit about the clean sheet that Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously keep. Do you know that Arsenal had spent very many years without keeping 2 consecutive clean sheets in the Premier League at the Emirates? So they've gone ahead to clinch this, and it's gone ahead to happen, and that's why you see to it that things have gone ahead to obviously go on as planned. So Arsenal have gone ahead to clinch another clean sheet at their stadium, and everything has gone on and happened that way. There is somewhere I read it. So this is what explains the best of the clean sheet Arsenal have gone ahead to keep today. Arsenal remain unbeaten in the Premier League this season. 6 wins, 3 draws. Now they are 7 wins and 3 draws, with no side keeping more clean sheets than the Gunners heading into the match day 10. They told us that following their 1-0 win against Man City before the international break, Mikel Arteta's side are looking to record consecutive home clean sheets in the league for the first time since December 2021. So you remember that they last kept that consecutive clean sheets in December 2021. You see, 2 years down the road, that's when Arsenal have gone ahead to keep a clean sheet at home. And I've always told you that Arsenal don't keep clean sheets at home. That's the problem. But they've gone ahead to obviously keep a clean sheet today, and it has been really massive for those who support Arsenal, and it shows you that they are moving into the right direction. And El Nini came on the field of play. Reece Nelson, Leandro Trossard, Tomiyasu, and Fabio Vieira were the subs that will come in through. The refereeing was okay. Arteta got it right, and I think his tactics really were really top notch, and they worked well on the occasion. And they really gave this side a well-deserved win that a team like Arsenal really deserved and obviously had to see happen and thrive onto their side. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me what your thoughts are about this game of football. I know the talk point is going to be about the hat trick of Nketiah. Obviously everyone has talked about it because, man, it has been really massive for that side of Arsenal. They're gonna hate to obviously show us what they are made of and how they should treat a team that is really on bottom of the table, and they've gonna hate to obviously edge it. I remember Man City struggled, Spurs struggled, Manchester United struggled against this team, but Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously easy it into the 5-0 score result. We thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And the Christians, may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. See you when you see me, that is in the player rating sections. And we might obviously come in through and obviously do what we call match reactions onto this channel. I'm out.